Closing in on kickoff in the final match of the 2024 calendar year. Tampa Bay looking to avenge a loss earlier this season against Spokane. That came late October, 1-0 in Spokane's home facility. And we take a look at the starting 11 for Tampa Bay. They're playing without Brooke Hendricks, the team leader in minutes played. A face fracture, she's out.
But the good news is they have Sydney Nacello on that right side.
At the goalkeeper spot, and Hope Hisey has earned her role and has really excelled.
Yeah, Hope Hisey's been such a breath of fresh air, I think, for this Spokane team.
As we are ready to roll here this evening in Tampa Bay, it's the Tampa Bay Sun and Spokane Zephyr meeting for the second time this season.
We haven't even really seen Tampa Bay create that many offensive chances because they've been playing so defensively.
Another corner into the box here. This ball's headed wide. And not by much in the end. Sophía Braun rises up to win that header. We'll use the left peg here. Almendares whips this ball all the way across. It's headed down, ricochets off bodies, stays loose, and there's Fløe Nielsen pouncing on top of it. And it's Carlee Giammona that finishes. A quarter hour in, Tampa Bay have the opener.
Focused in the moments when the ball is pinging around and the willingness to stay on it. Look at Fløe Nielsen putting her body on the line there, trying to get that ball in.
Mina Ekic draws the assignment. Ekic boomerangs this ball. Back post. Takes a knock, and it gets shoveled in. How about Ekic's cross into a dangerous location and the finish on the doorstep to tie the match up at 1 apiece within 6 minutes for Spokane. 7 minutes later, free kick, Ekic, her third assist of the season, sets up Thomas.
And I talked about it right before it happened. Spokane looking for the quick equalizer to stay in the game, and they get
situations off of set pieces on a ball loose just on the doorstep. Here's Nacello. Nacello tumbles down. Fans ask for a foul. No whistle. Almendares. It's the overlap. Crossed over to this side. Fløe Nielsen shoots. Low liner, wants a second chance. Listro gets it. Listro shot! Ricochets, and Hisey calmly clutches that. Well traveled. Australia, Celtic. After a stop in San Diego, Fløe Nielsen takes this ball away, weaves it wide. Giammona's shot is right at Hisey, no issues. Spokane cold right now. It's a very chilly portion of the country to be in, and you come to Florida, by no stretch is it your typical Florida heat, but you're still warm down here, and it's a changing climate. There's this shot attempt, loops just high.
She gets the ball into space, and then she lays it off, and there's no crashing players or offensive attacks there. So I think going into this halftime break, that's a conversation they'll be having in the second half.
Spent 3 years with Racing Louisville before ending up at Melbourne City and now to the West Coast of the United States. Ekic has an assist already. Flicks this ball in. It takes a header and it flings over the top of the hand of Orcus. Vallerand finishes. Spokane back from 1-0 down to 2-1 up.
Set pieces, set pieces, set pieces, Michael. You live by them, you die by them in this game. And boy, has Spokane been impressive with their set pieces today. And I know Joe Johnson told us that it's been challenging to find the flow in open play, but man, do they have the rest.
Almendares lines this ball up. Nacello's over in the corner as well. Almendares launches this ball all the way across. Comes back through the mixer, and it just does stay wide.
Good thing for Tampa Bay is that they love to possess the ball, and so in moments like this where Spokane is playing a little bit more defensive, they're not necessarily worried about going on the offensive attack. I think it bodes well for Tampa because they can work and create.
Here's Natasha Flint. Flint shoots, beats the keeper. Flint ties it up at 2 with a clinical finish inside of the box.
They can play possession and then do exactly what they did there, find the back of the net. Impressive response from Tampa Bay to get back in this one, and that's what you get from a possession-based team. They know how to be patient and wait for that final moment. We spotlighted Natasha Flint in the early portions of attack from Tampa Bay. I think she just lost her footing, and it's one of those awkward turns of the ankle. Something to keep our eye on, especially because she's been so effective coming up from that right back position.
Maybe reinvigorated here is Tampa Bay. Trying to get a go-ahead goal now as Moore pulls away from the pack. Moore takes on the defense, slides this through. Flint tosses it around Hisey. It's a brace for Flint in the span of minutes. Tampa Bay out in front, 3-2.
Well, it is Natasha Flint's world, and we are all just living in it. You talk about a team goal. This should be in the definition of a team goal. It all starts defensively. Jade Moore with some spring in her step, the dribble to advance up the field, and the slightest of passes through the...
Listro. Flint has a brace in the second half to change the score. Flies this forward. Jade Moore chips this ball, and I think she was indecisive, thinking, do I pass it, do I shoot it, do I run after it? Moments away. Orcus launches, there's the final whistle, and it's a come from behind victory for Tampa Bay at home.